Ross Gunn, Roman Angelis, drivers of one of the most popular cars on the grid, the Valkyrie from Aston Martin and the Heart of Racing team. Now in your second year, but it's your first time at the Rolex 24. You both have had seat time here in testing, but first of all, how excited are you to actually get to fight for overall victory in the race itself? And I'll start with you.
Yeah, super excited. This is such an awesome event. We love coming and starting our seasons in Daytona. Usually we have a huge crowd, but to have the Valkyrie here for the first time in the 24, it's going to be a special week. So really looking forward to it, and hopefully we can put on a show.
Roman, how about you? How excited are you?
Yeah, I think every year, no matter what you're driving, coming to Daytona to start the season, the event has so much hype and aura around it. It's such a special place for anyone involved in sports car racing, but especially North American endurance racing. And like you said, to be here in a car that is looked at quite highly by fans and other people in the motorsports world, it's special for all of us. So looking forward to the first appearance for the hypercar here in Daytona.
And of course, a class win, a win of any kind at Daytona is special, but the chance to do it for an overall victory has got to be that much more special, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's definitely an extra element. I think we've both come from a GT3 background, so Roman has won the 24 before. I haven't quite yet, so I'd like to hopefully tick that box off with him and the other guys at some point. But going for the overall, it's a special honour to be fighting with some of the top teams and drivers in the world is really cool. And yeah, we'll see where we are.
Do you feel confident in your and the team's ability to pull it off as an overall win, just to add to the tally with the class win too?
Yeah, I mean, our core group of personnel has been around for many years and had a lot of success in the IMSA Championship, so they definitely have an idea of what it takes and what to do. As Ross mentioned, I was fortunate enough to win in 2023, so the guys know what it takes and know what it involves, and we have a really good group of drivers, really good team, and obviously, the only factor is having this new car, the Aston Martin Valkyrie hypercar, which obviously is now our second season with the car. So first time in Daytona, which might be a challenge, but definitely have all the right tools to make it happen if the possibility is there.
Well, it is a challenge. It's always tough starting the season with a 24-hour event, but just talk about Aston Martin and the Heart of Racing team as an organization, because it's not often you see a new program, especially with a new top-class prototype, come on the scene and be as successful as you were. You had success on the World Championship stage, a lot of success in IMSA, very nearly pulled it off at Petit Le Mans. You finished second. That's kind of unheard of for the first year of a GTP car.
Yeah, I think clearly last year our goal was to develop and improve the car as much as we could throughout the year, and there was great synergy between both Aston Martin and the Heart of Racing, and as a group altogether we worked really well, really hard. And then by the end of the year, we were fortunate enough to be standing on a podium. And I think at the end of 2024, when we were preparing for the season, our aim was to try and be in with a shot of a podium by the end of the year. And I think we got to that point with flying colours come the end of the year. Coming into this year, I think with the first race being at Daytona, the first Daytona that we've ever done with the Valkyrie, I think we have to be realistic in the sense that we're up against some top cars that are in their fourth year, also with different Evo kits and everything. So we're definitely looking to still learn as much as we can from this week, and I think hopefully come next week we'll be fighting in a position to just finish will be a big result for us.
I'm curious, what are the team's targets other than completing the 24 hours? Because you've done Le Mans, you've done a full season here, just about a full season, I should say, of IMSA, same thing internationally. It's a lot of seat time. The car's had a lot of mileage. You both have had a lot of time in the car. How confident are you that will translate to a positive result at Daytona?
Yeah, I mean, we were sat down earlier this week watching some of the highlights from last year, and in the last hour of the race, there was 4 GTPs on the lead lap. We just kind of said to ourselves internally that's the goal, is to be one of those 4, 5, 6 cars that are able to be on the lead lap come the last hour. So obviously from that point, if you get a restart, maybe you can make something happen. But for our first Daytona, the goal is just to be clean and put ourselves in a situation that come that last hour, we're one of the cars that doesn't have damage, has kept it relatively clean, not made any mistakes. And then from that point on, maybe you get lucky and can fight forward or have the pace to fight forward, but we need to be in that position first, so that's definitely the target.
Well, you can see in just about any IMSA endurance race the importance of being on the last lap, because one of the beautiful things I think about IMSA is anyone on the lead lap with an hour to go or in an endurance race, you're in with a shot. Anything can happen. I think it's one of the unique features, but it doesn't seem like the win is all that far away from you guys. A P2 at Petit, a lot of success both here in the United States and of course abroad, internationally. How far away is that first win?
Hopefully not far, but we have to keep our feet on the ground. There's still a lot of hard work ahead of us. So, of course, we're in this sport to compete and to win, and we're very fired up to do that. And it would be great if we could get a victory at some point. But it's all about following the process, doing our job the way that we can and controlling what we can, and then hopefully the result will materialise at some point. But this is a very tough sport. As I already mentioned, we don't take lightly how good our competition is, so we're going to work incredibly hard to try and make something happen.
And how much would it mean, especially just given all the fan support behind the program? I mean, it's been one of the most popular cars on the grid. Looks great, sounds great. I'd imagine it's pretty fun to drive. It's a top-class prototype. This is, kind of what everybody wants to do in sports car racing. Would it make it that much sweeter, just given how popular the car is, if you do pull off a win here? Yeah,
I think obviously there would be a lot of happy people from the fan side, which is great. But most importantly, there'd be a lot of happy people that have contributed to the program. I think internally there's been a lot of guys and girls that have been very very fortunate to be a part of this program, but it's tough. And the reality is that, like Ross mentioned, we're up against some teams that have been around for a long time and been successful for a long time. We're a relatively new team with a brand new car, and I think it would mean a lot to a lot of people, including ourselves, to get a win and to just see the smiles on those people's faces is something that I dream of seeing, and hopefully at some point this year, as Ross mentioned, sooner than later, is a reality. So Petit Le Mans definitely was great, but we want a little bit more. So hopefully at some point this year we're able to do that.
Well, it'll be the Valkyrie's first time trying to take overall victory at the Rolex 24, but it looks, guys, like all the building blocks are there. So best of luck next week.
Thank you.